Most people think death is simple. Heart stops, lights out, done. But your brain? Your brain doesn't get that memo. In the seconds after your heart stops beating, your brain does something so strange, so scientifically documented, that researchers are still arguing about what it means. This is what actually happens inside your skull when you die. The moment your heart stops, blood stops flowing to your brain. Oxygen, cut off instantly. You'd expect the brain to just go dark, like flipping a switch, but it doesn't. In the first 10 seconds, your brain actually becomes more active. Researchers studying dying brains have recorded unusual surges in brain activity after cardiac arrest. Scientists believe these bursts may be linked to memory, dreams, and the intense experiences some survivors describe. Not less brain activity, more. The brain may not be shutting down immediately. It may be fighting for one final moment of function. About 20 to 40 seconds in, the brain begins running out of oxygen. And then something happens that scientists have given a terrifying name: the wave of death. Here's what happens. Neurons starved of oxygen desperately try to maintain their electrical balance. They push ions across their membranes, trying to survive. But without blood flow, they eventually fail. Then, like dominoes, a massive wave of electrical collapse spreads across the brain. Every neuron stops firing. On an EEG machine, brain activity goes flat. But here's what makes this fascinating. This wave can sometimes be reversed. If oxygen is restored quickly enough through CPR or emergency treatment, brain function can return. Death, in those first minutes, is not as simple as we once thought. So this raises the question everyone wants answered. Are you aware while your brain is dying? Are you conscious during those final moments? This is where things become mysterious. Researchers studying near-death experiences have found that some people who were clinically dead and later revived report vivid experiences. Some describe seeing events around them. Others describe feelings of peace, calm, or separation from their body. Scientists debate the explanation. Some believe these experiences come from brain activity under extreme stress. Others believe we still don't fully understand consciousness itself. The strangest possibility? The brain may create some of its most powerful experiences while it is shutting down. Now here's the part many people don't know. After death, some biological processes continue. Scientists have discovered that certain genes can remain active or even increase activity after an organism dies. These genes are linked to stress responses, inflammation, and cellular repair. It's almost like the body is trying one final time to fix itself. A biological system fighting until the very end. Your body doesn't instantly switch off. It slowly lets go. So when is the brain truly gone? The answer is more complicated than most people think. Brain cells begin to suffer damage within minutes without oxygen. But different parts of the brain fail at different speeds. The brainstem, responsible for basic survival functions, can be more resilient. The areas responsible for thinking, memory, and personality are more vulnerable. And temperature changes everything. Cold conditions can slow the body's processes, which is why some people have survived extreme situations with delayed recovery. The more scientists study death, the clearer it becomes. Death is not just a single moment. It's a process. Your brain doesn't simply disappear. It reacts. It struggles. It changes. It tries to keep going until the very end. The line between life and death is far more complicated than we once believed. And scientists are still uncovering what happens inside our minds during those final moments. If this changed how you think about life or death, share your thoughts. And if your brain is still working, which it clearly is, subscribe to Inner Glitch, because the next mystery is even stranger. See you there.